the president had more House members vote to impeach him than any president in history. To an extent, the outcome was predetermined. We knew it. After the president was impeached, a bit of a surprise to many people when the House Speaker, Nancy Pelosi, suggested that she might wait to transmit the approved articles of impeachment to the Senate, which could possibly delay the Senate trial. I want you to listen to what she said last night. Delay transmitting the articles of impeachment and also sending over the House managers. Listen to this.
We cannot name managers until we see what the process is on the Senate side, and I would hope that that will be soon, as we did with our legislation, our Resolution 660, to describe what the process would be. So far, we haven't seen anything that looks fair to us, so hopefully it will be fair, and when we see what that is, we'll send our managers.
Why the delay, Congressman?
Well, delay is made necessary because the majority leader of the Senate has made it very clear that he's not going to be impartial, he's not going to be fair, he will collude, if you please, with the White House, at least the White House's attorneys, in order to decide how he will go forward. Why would the Speaker of the House step into that without trying to determine exactly what the majority leader plans to do? So I applaud her for this. In fact, I was one of the ones arguing that this ought to be the case. And until we can get some assurances from the majority leader that he is going to allow for a fair and impartial trial to take place, we would be crazy to walk in there knowing he's set up a kangaroo court.
How long are you willing to wait?
As long as it takes. Even if he doesn't come around to committing to a fair trial, keep those articles here. So keep it as long as it takes. If you know, and he's told you what he's going to do, it's almost like, let's give him a fair trial and hang him. I mean, it's the verse of that.
As long as it takes, are you willing to hold the articles indefinitely? If Mitch McConnell doesn't concede the points that you're asking him to, are you suggesting it's possible you will never transmit the articles of impeachment?
If it were me, yes, that's what I'm saying. I have no idea what the Speaker will do. But if you have a preordained outcome that's negative to your actions, why walk into it? I'd much rather not take that chance.
Is that what the Constitution intended? Is that what the founders intended, do you believe, when they created the impeachment process? There's nothing in the Constitution about transmitting the articles of impeachment. The Constitution gives the House the right and the duty to impeach the president. It gives the Senate the right and the duty to try the president, but there's nothing about that middle process. So do you feel this is counter to their intentions?
So, no, I think the Speaker is free to fill in that process because the Constitution is silent on it. But I'll tell you what the Constitution is not silent on. It's not silent on the oath we take to uphold the Constitution of the United States. It's not silent on the fact that the senators will stand and take an oath to be impartial jurors, yet the foreman of that jury, and that's what the Senate will be in this case, has already told you he is not going to be impartial. That's what violates the Constitution.
Preet Bharara, who's one of our legal consultants, former U.S. attorney in the Southern District of New York, suggested from a political standpoint,